Today we are at an apartment complex where our Prok DVS auto source changeover current limiters have been installed. ACCL are basically used in building apartments where there is a power failure and diesel generators provide backup power. What makes ACCLs better than auto transfer switch is that it not only has an electrical and mechanical interlock but also has a current limiter with under voltage and over voltage protection, which protects the diesel generator from overload in the event of a power failure. We are now entering the panel room where the auto source changeover panels are placed. In this particular panel, there are two incomers. One incoming is from the EV mains or infinite bus. The other from EG or the finite bus, and one outgoing to the DG changeover panel. Here you can see the multiple ACCL are placed in this panel, one of each apartment. The ACCL in front of you has been assigned to apartment number A1204, which is allowed to use 40 amperes current when EB and 24 amps current when operating on DG. This means that the ACCL is going to trip when the power consumption exceeds 24 amperes on the DG. In addition to that, it has three LEDs that indicates EB, DG and trip action of the ACCL. The wiring of the ACCL is just being explained. Now we are going to see how ACCL wiring is done. The cables entering from the top are from the making panel, which are entering into the control MCB through the terminal block. The wires are ferruled in order to avoid interchanging while connecting the R, Y, B and N wires from the output of the MCB comes to the ACCL, where it is being wired to the EB side of ACCL like this. Similarly, a set of wires from the DG comes to the DG MCB assigned for flat A1204. The output of the MCB is connected to the ACCL input for generator. Here is the output of ACCL where it will connect to the load. The load wires are connected to the terminal block. From the terminal block through these black wires, it goes to the particular flat which have been assigned 5 kW and 6 kW on the DG end. Operation of the ACCL. We are going to demonstrate the working principle of ACCL. Now you can see the EB LED on the ACCL glowing on the moment. At the moment, we are going to simulate the power failure on EB, and you will see that after few seconds, the DG LED glows, which indicates that an automatic changeover has been taken place. Now the overload condition is being explained. Now if there is an overload on DG and the ACCL trips for the first time, it will check the overload for 3 seconds and trip after 6 seconds. Once again, it will check for overload. If it still exists, it will trip again for 9 seconds. The same cycle continues for 5 more times. Now the 6th attempt is going on. If the load has not been reduced by then, after the 6th attempt, it will enter the lockout mode, which is indicated by the chip LED glowing continuously. Now the same thing is observed on the ACCL front fascia. It goes to the lockout mode. Once the ACCL enters the lockout mode, the ACCL has to be reset manually by the maintenance person. After the reset, the ACCL is still on DG. Now the load is around 5 kilowatts. The moment it crosses 5 kilowatts, it trips because the finite bus is on the DG end. We have now reduced the load. There is no trip. The load is within 25 amperes, which means it is in a healthy condition. Healthy in the sense the DG can take the load, that is the allotted load, without getting overload. While the power is still on DG, where the EB resumes back, there is a time delay to switch on the ACCL. Power is now on EB and the flat owner can use the entire sanctioned load on the EB limits. This is how the reliability of the ACCL at one of the prestigious sites in Bengaluru, that is Nama Bengaluru, was demonstrated. Prok Devices has won a gateway of success as one of the brands producing the best customized ACCLs since 1991. So, Prok Devices ensure reliability, quality and 24/7. So the customer is happy and definitely the reliability of the ACCL is understood hereby as explained. This is ACCL installation in front of you is that of a premium flat where they have allotted 16 kilowatt power on DG. The sanctioned current limit is 100 amperes on the EB side and 60 amps on the DG. We will show you a zoom in view of the ACCL used for flat A3401. This particular ACCL has under and over voltage protection, which will make the ACCL trip if there is under or over voltage in the electrical power system. Similarly, this is a typical connection where on the EB end, 3-phase 4-wire comes into the ACCL. For this EB connection, there is an MCB of rating 100 amperes. The control wires have been connected to a meter on the back side. From the meter to EB MCB, from MCB it has been connected to the EB terminals of the ACCL, where the ferrule numbers are being mentioned, whether it is on the EB mains or on the generator mains. The common output or load is the common. We will show you the energy meter which monitors the DC, that is the generator. Energy is also being measured. Now the wire from the DG terminals comes to the DG MCB of rating 80 amperes. The output of the MCB is connected to DG terminal of the ACCL. After this, the output of the ACCL auto source changeover from current limiter is connected to the load. Now, the brand Prok is typically a Bangalore-based company, an ISO 9000 company. All the products manufactured under the brand name Prok has a representation in Pan India, and most of the products are exported. Being a product of the Silicon Valley of India, Prok Devices is the most reputed and reliable manufacturer of protective relays, ACCL, meters, battery chargers, and various products both on LT and HT applications. LT and medium voltage too. I'm sure the explanation of the working principle and the typical wiring diagram for the ACCL is explained. I'm sure this gives you a overview of the ACCL, that how it performs during an overload, and in the event of a trip, how the ACCL can be reset, and see that ensure the reliability of the ACCL is given to the end customer. End customer satisfaction is the most, it's the mantra of Prok Devices. That means the having installed ACCL, these are all capital equipment. That means it should give an endurance of a long-lasting capital goods. These capital goods which are installed in every residences should give a long life and the most reliable working of the current limiters in the event of overload, and in the event of under voltage, over voltage, the ACCL performance are being measured